So we're starting summer school.
Just want better for y'all.
I don't think enough people are saying this shit.
These are just our ideas.
Maybe we should all be a little bit more self-aware and a little bit less delusional.
What do we know?
What the fuck could we possibly know?
Hey, look, get your shit together.
But let me stay focused.
All right, and welcome back to The Reason They Should Have Never Gave You Niggas Microphones. I'm Lolo.
I'm Bitch Shot Shay.
Oh, I'm Will. Hey, guys.
And this is Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Woo! Do you feel comfortable with this? Do you want me to move this closer to you?
That's cool, too.
Does that feel better?
It don't make me no difference.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I felt like you were like uncomfortable, but I think that's me. I think I sit like.
Because you be on top of the microphone.
What movie is this?
Roller Coaster.
No, where the
Just look
guys
like
like
roller coaster.
look like hunched over.
Don't hunch back.
Because I was going to say the same thing.
That's what you
I
talking
think
about?
so.
Hunchback
Either
of Notre
that
Dame?
movie or Igor.
Igor.
You've never seen Igor?
I didn't know that was a movie.
It's really good. But I think I was referring to the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Didn't that catch on fire?
Oh, the church?
Yeah.
In real life?
Yeah.
I think so.
And people were like sending money. Like,
That's
oh
wild.
no.
Yeah.
Where's Notre Dame?
I don't know anything about that.
If it's Notre Dame,
Notre
my
Dame?
assumption would be France, but I'm basing that off of next to nothing.
What was the short name? Her name was like Esperanza or something like that?
I don't think I've seen the movie.
Oh.
I think I've seen clips of the movie, or I saw the movie where I was young enough to not absorb.
I'm asking questions like I can't Google it.
That's fair. Tell the people about yourself. We got to
Oh.
talk about the.
I mean, I told y'all last time, but I'm Will. I'm a
Oh,
nigga. What about me? I be parenting and shit. I be smoking good gas. You know, be cooling, kicking back, being bull. You know that.
All of that.
Shout out to Boss Man D-Lo. Bizarre, baby.
I'm a bit like, you know what? That's going to be my honorable mention. Boss Man D-Lo. Because he beat the odds. He defied the odds. I said this on TikTok, so that it's on the record. I am a big Tia Kemp fan.
Whoa,
I-
left turn.
Me too.
I don't like what she did to Boss Man D-Lo, but I thought, like, I was personally offended that he did not put her in the Get In With Me music video. Like, I was like, why the fuck would he do that? She made his song popular.
I'm so lost.
So
I don't
Tia
even know
Kemp
you did
is
it.
Rick Ross's baby mama.
I know who
Remember,
Tia
she
Kemp
made
is.
the song popular by doing that dance, opening the nipple alcohol and saying, "Eating hibachi." He didn't put her in a music video. Like, he, like, refused, if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, that is fucked up. This person, like, we had no idea who you were before. She found the song and just fucked with it enough to play it, right? Mm-hmm. You didn't put her in the music video. And I really didn't like that. And I like that she be going off on Rick Ross. And
Yeah.
Rick Ross don't be saying nothing. And then somehow she brings it back to, and your sister Renee, fuck Renee too. She don't be playing about her son. And I like her.
Hey, yo.
And I think that she's, you know, a little out there. But I was a big fan. And she literally went like on a series of club runs performing his song. Fuck him, this is my song. And she performed it and the crowd would go crazy. So I thought I was never going to like Boss Man D-Lo. Everything he releases, I love it. Everything Boss Man D-Lo drops, obsessed with. I, like, right now I'm thinking about them. I don't even know if they're different songs.
Yeah, because let's be real.
Because,
Looking like a walking chicken.
got blues in it. Is that a different song?
Riding in that.
Ones, baby, you do that
That
dance
nigga-
on me. I thought that was a Mo keep shaking that ass on me.
Somebody said he done made the same song like 27 times.
And
Yeah.
it's good every time. And the most recent one in parentheses just says twerk song. So you know which one it is.
Yeah, that was the that's how they saved it.
Hey, yo.
Is that the one where he said, I'm driving this bitch like I'm trying to kill myself?
Oh, hey, yo.
Yeah, he's tripping.
Every time he say that shit, he done said that 110 different times.
I'm
110
like, he
different
needs
ways.
to stop saying that. Every time he says it, I'm like, don't say that.
He said he
But
was
I'm
driving the
also
car like
like,
he don't love his
hey, like I don't love my life.
Like,
I
Do
look at
you?
bag shipping
Do you?
And I'm lane switching. So yeah, he can have honorable mention because he beat the odds with me. Because I'm real good about, oh, what? You did what? You'll never get a stream from me again.
Hey, yo.
Especially when the parents started showing like whatever phase their kid was going through, like their obsession. So like that song, what is it? Is it right pocket got pink 50, left pocket got blues in it, or the other way around?
Got blues in it.
The parents, like, let's say their kid's going through a Spider-Man phase, they would bring a bunch of Spider-Man toys in it for Mr. Pot Scraper. Or if they're in a firefighter phase, they would bring out all the firefighter toys. It was just so cute. It was so cute.
Shout out to the digital propaganda. Shout out to the people fucking with Boss Man D-Lo.
People was putting jewelry on their horses too.
I need Big Za Baby to drop a hit in 2025, and then we'll come back to this.
He just dropped Sports Center. I'm a fan. It is the same song, but
he just dropped PJ with Lil Baby.
Listen, they're saying Baby fell off. I don't know about the truth. I don't know if that's the truth.
Lil Baby dropped one bad album. It was a mid album.
My brother was telling me about one time someone was like, yeah, and Lil Baby, basically Lil Baby ruins all the songs he's on. And he's like, Lil Baby responded something to the effect of, that ain't true.
You should have said, fuck that. We could go M for M.
And they were like, you got out-rapped by Cuban Doll. And he was like, that was one time.
Cuban.
That Bankrupt song, I don't even know if they sent Baby to beat or if there was a verse laying around and they just put it on there.
Y'all checking for Cuban Doll songs?
It was her, Yachty, and Lil Baby. So that's why people was listening. And Lil Baby's verse is last, and it's with good reason. I don't think he heard the song before he submitted the verse. People were like, what the fuck? So the way he was like, that was one time.
Hey,
like, y'all got that one.
I don't even want to. Cuban Doll, Yachty, and Lil Baby? Pass. Hard pass. I don't want that. I'm good.
People wanted the Yachty and Lil Baby.
I don't even want Yachty and Lil Baby that bad. I fuck with Yachty. I fuck with Yachty music. Yachty be putting some shit together.
I thought Yachty was going to be on the Meg album, but he was just the beat tag. That was upsetting.
Shouts out to Meg for dropping her album.
Yeah, love that album.
I do. It's a good album. I fuck with it.
I might need to reevaluate.
You don't like it?
I think that album was for Texans. When I really listened to it, I'm like, this is some real Texas shit. And then some Southern shit. I just think I wasn't the target audience, so I had to listen a couple of times.
I think I be having way too high expectations of Meg. I know Meg can really get into stuff. I be hearing her talk. I be watching her interviews and stuff. She, you know, she got a brain on her.
You tired of her talking about shaking ass and shit.
Can I propose the opposite? I'm actually really proud of her for not being like people wanted to. You know, I guess they expected her to turn into Rhapsody. After a nigga shot her. Like, I was like, wait, hey, we still on the ass shaking. They can't keep us down.
I want more flip-flops. Like, I just want her to spend more time talking. I mean, she did. And I felt like the album was supposed to be like us getting deeper into her, who she was, how she's grown and changed.
That was Traumazine. And I didn't listen to that because I don't want to hear that, girl.
I did listen to that. But
Love from Brazil.
I feel like it wasn't as layered as I anticipated. She's talking about the snake stuff and shedding skin and being reborn and all of this and that. And it felt like it was not the same old Meg, because it's definitely growth and evolution in the music. But I felt like the subject matter didn't really get that deep until literally the end of the album.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's for her, like, anime fans. Like, I think that's who this album is for.
The music video scared me. People dying and stuff. I did not like that.
Talking about Boa?
That one came on after that. Yeah. No. Boa scared me. That's what I'm talking about. And then the next one was she in the snake or something. I was like, what's this? Yeah. I turned the TV off. I don't like no scary stuff at all.
Yeah, I can't wait for her to release Mamushi. I don't know if that's how you say it, but Mumushi.
Yeah. What's that?
That's a song. The Watashi Wasta.
Oh, the music video is coming out. Yeah. I hope it's not scary.
Well, I don't know if it's coming out, but I hope so.
Watashi Wasta.
Well, that shit was kind of smooth. Otaku Hot Girl, hot take. I ain't like it, but that shit took off. That's
Did
the
you
one.
Like
that shit is the one.
Accent?
I do.
I like that song.
I do like it.
I'm gonna put an R in any word that got a U in it.
Hey, yo, me and Glorilla got fake beef.
Oh, wait.
How could you beef with someone who was hanging in that damn parachute while Taraji P. Henson was screaming at the camera about Project 2025? Have you seen that video?
No.
Someone who was at the BET Awards when Taraji P. Henson was doing all of that, because Glorilla's performance was next, she was just like up in the air. Like just in the parachute.
Chill.
Yeah, I did. I think I did see that.
But look, as long as TGIF is out, I mean, me and Glorilla cool, so it's only fake beef. But
Yeah.
she be. I ain't forget about that cha-cha song, nigga. I ain't never letting that shit go. That shit ain't going away.
I blame Yo Gotti for the cha-cha song.
I blame Yo Gotti for a lot of stuff.
Yo Gotti is also to blame for the
Long live
weapon
Dolph.
purse with Angela
man.
Simmons.
Long live Dolph.
Long live
No, because
my
why you
nigga
gonna be
Flipper.
telling her like, I don't think that's.
I think she's trying to make it make sense to the crowd, and I've always asserted, and probably on this podcast before, that I think Angela Simmons is beautiful. She has no sex appeal.
Wow,
None.
that's wild that you say that, because that's so very true. I done seen her in all the bikini pictures and stuff back when they was like trying to tie her to Bow Wow and all that, right? And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's on the yacht in a bikini. Cool. People do that sometimes.
Maybe she just doesn't photograph well.
She trying to sell vegan funnel cakes. Girl.
Well, yeah, I don't know what the fuck going on.
All right, so when you say vegan funnel cake, is it like
It's a batter.
non-sweet sugar?
Nah, it's like a batter, and you still got to make them yourself. I mean, you can also
My
make
thing
pancakes
is,
out of them.
Yes, like if that's what you fucking selling, why wouldn't you be in a kitchen setting? Like, what? Why are you
She
in a
got the
fucking
Glock
tub with Oreos? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
I'm driving this bitch like I'm trying to kill myself.
It just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't add up. Like, I don't love my life.
Maybe she just.
She started dating Yo Gotti. That was the first mistake.
After, like, egging him, she always egging somebody. I think she should have made more of a brand, and then I promise we can get to Hotep of the Week. She's the only person I've seen publicly that we know has dated Bow Wow and Romeo, and I want to know the difference. Like, what are they like? I think Romeo's probably a nicer person.
For sure.
Romeo seems real, like, humble and kind.
For sure. Because he ain't tweak on Master P when he could have.
And neither did Monica.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas could have. Romeo been with that man his whole life. He could have really, it could have really been that. He really could have came on the Breakfast Club and like, oh, you know what, my dad? I remember when I was 11,
He told him one time, remember when we was living paycheck to paycheck, and where's the rap snacks money? Master P ain't say shit else.
yeah.
But yeah, so I guess honorable mention is now Boss Man D-Lo.
Before we go on, Bow Wow just dropped a song called Bower Woward Freestyle. He said he's the
absolutely
GOAT,
not.
top 5. That nigga said battle him, Kendrick.
I didn't
Straight
know
up.
anything about this, and I would
Look it up.
advise everyone not
Bower Woward Freestyle by Bow Wow.
please, because Bow Wow somehow knows who we are. I'm not sorry, Bow Wow, but I just want to be left alone.
Don't disrespect our legends like that, man.
I
Chill.
called that man light skin in the clip.
Why she wildin'? You feel this way too?
That he's light skinned?
Whoa, time out.
Wait, no, I don't think he's light skinned.
Okay. What,
I was saying that he's brown skinned.
ain't no love for Bow Wow?
We called him light
I
skin in the
fuck with
clip.
Bow Wow.
I
why you
fuck
hating?
with Bow Wow very heavy. Shad Moss, questionable. The point is, he comment, what are you doing over here?
Who, me?
Like, Bow Wow. That made me so mad, because what you think, I'm going to take it back? Who are you?
Hey, man.
I'm
Top
like,
five.
Mr. As I'm is. Can you answer the question for the people? Now you don't want to comment.
Yeah.
Right.
Bow Wow, if we going to chit chat,
talking
let's
like
chit
that.
chat. You can't half ass it. I don't
Hold up,
like
hold up.
that.
Bow Wow was in your comments?
He's in the pod comments.
Yeah, he
Just-
had
Hey, Bower
commented.
Woward.
Because we was
Watch
having
your mouth, nigga.
we was having a discussion on whether he was considered light skinned or not.
I said everything he does is light skin shit.
You for sure got light skin nigga tendencies.
Yeah, he had commented,
Eyes.
but we're not talking about she did say that, but I was personally talking about his like.
I also think he's
Skin
light
color.
skin.
You know? I'm going to leave that debate alone, but he does have some light skin tendencies. You do be doing shit like Drake, bro. We see you. Like, you not low.
The jet
You
was
not
great.
low.
The
Wait,
Bow
what
Wow
do you mean?
challenge.
Oh,
The fact that the Bow Wow challenge happened.
Yeah, I forgot about
You're
that.
not low, gang. We see you all the time. Niggas love putting you on the timeline. But look, though. He said he's top 5. And I just wanted to put that out there. I didn't want to let this podcast go by without paying some respect to the fact that Bow Wow has announced himself as a challenger. He has arrived. He's top 5, and he would like for us to respect him that way. He's a living legend.
Top 5 what?
I don't know. He better be cool in them comments, though. I do know that.
Top 5 what? He's top 5 what?
You gonna have this nigga in the comments again.
I'll wait.
Wait. What do you mean?
I don't know. Just don't get that man.
What are the words that he said? He's the top 5 of
Oh,
what?
he said he was top 5 rapper. He dropped the freestyle. He rapped his raps. He spit his bars, and he said he's top 5. That was how he ended it. I'm top 5. Fuck
I
you.
don't like
fuck you.
propaganda.
No, he said I'm
Who's
top 5.
Hotep
Fuck
of the
your
week?
list. That's what he said.
I don't like delusion.
They was talking about the double X. He said, fuck a freshman. He top 5. Respect that. Living legend. You ain't fresh as I'm is.
I do think Bow Wow is a living legend. I don't think many people are as fresh as he is. I am a fan of someone who can have a career, and not just in music, but in film, and become a television personality through all of this time and not miss a beat. If Bow Wow walked in right now, I would be excited to see him. I would ask him to answer the comment, but I would be excited to see him. Do I think he's top 5 rappers? No.
Bow Wow walked so Yachty could run. He had the braids with the beads first. I'm just saying, bro. He did a lot, bro. He was the first to do a lot.
He is technically like a living legend.
And Bow Wow ain't nobody's son.
He just, he started young, so that's why I guess people feel like, oh, he's washed. But I mean,
Said that nigga ain't nobody's son.
I mean, when that man threatened him in the club and he turned to the brat scared, that was a little crazy, but
I ain't know about I was getting caught up in the club.
it was on TV. Who is Hotep of the week? We done.
well, Hotep, it should have been Bow Wow. I don't know.
I have complicated feelings about Bow Wow.
Hotep is Tokyo Tony.
Hey, it had to be her.
I don't doubt that she did whatever it is. I'm just upset I have to learn why. What?
Well, let's take a listen.
Nothing to play with. Love, I heard that fucking good about a mama. Yeah, baby.
She's sexually harassing
Jason.
Jason.
In your eyes, but I see you got them shades on.
Big back, big back. Yeah, you doing.
Please turn that off.
Wait,
I'm so
wait,
upset.
wait,
I
'cause
can't
that
take
was-
this.
It's about to come out to fuck my daughter. I want to hear about it. So he said.
Well, I tried to get him to fuck my daughter's place.
And yeah, Carlissa or whatever her name is, she need to be there too. Actually, both of them.
It's okay. I have a clarifying question. Is she confronting him about saying that publicly, or is she genuinely asking?
Well, it seemed like when he walked out and they was saying all that stuff to him.
That was wrong.
Yeah. So, because the sound was off for the first half of the clip, but yeah, because that's just trifling.
That was the sound being off the first half is a small miracle, because I don't know how much more of that I could have taken.
I mean, she did end up asking him. I remember seeing another clip where they was talking about it, and he basically was like, she's good at what she does. Like, it was crazy, like, for her to be sitting there talking about that.
This is why I haven't opened the Zeus Network app since they beat that white girl up on Baddies Caribbean, and before that, I ain't opened it in a long time.
I thought you was talking about Amber Rose.
She's not on Zeus Network, is she?
I thought she got beat up on Zeus Network by Josh.
She got beat up on BET Plus.
Oh, that was on BET Plus. Shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez.
It comes and goes with Jocelyn.
She fuck with niggas. Shout out to Jocelyn Hernandez.
Yeah.
Do it like it's my P day.
She's quick to be like, I'm Puerto Rican and I'm black, but you are Puerto Rican and you're not. Like, I don't see it for you girls, but whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what's up.
That was very disgusting, and I'm
Yeah.
upset that I even had to witness that.
Like, I'm sick of them.
I ain't gonna lie, it ain't shocking.
It's like episode 1,
I'm
too.
not shocked. I'm just tired.
I'm exhausted.
Like, please.
Not shocked, just disappointed. Well, we have lyrics and lessons, and it is hard to keep one's head on their shoulders after what we just heard. But does anybody have a guess on mine?
Big Sean.
It is not Big Sean. Big Sean is someone who didn't comment on our video, who I wish did.
Right.
I had, these hoes don't know what life about. If money talk, then when a bitch converse, she type it out. That nigga can't get no cash, he just swipe it out. My generation going downhill. It's wiping out. Meanwhile, I'm turned as fuck. I left my pizza in the oven. That bitch burnt as fuck.
Let me guess.
Heard
Chance.
that before.
Chicago. It's
Hold on. Let me guess again.
Okay.
All right. Hold up. Chicago. Vic Mensa? Nah. Hold up. Mick Jenkins?
Do you want me to read it
Saba?
again, like as the person?
Nah, go ahead. Just tell us.
It's Queen Key.
Queen Key. Shout out.
Queen shit, bitch. Queen Key, we talked about her last episode. I did go back and confirm her children can read, and they are reading at a 5th grade level. They're 4.
Shouts to them.
No, 3rd grade level, and they're 4. Okay. What I got from that is you can't be on the same sucker shit as everybody else. These hoes don't know what life about. And the generation do be going downhill. It's wiping out. Don't let it be you. It don't got to. Just because it's happening to everybody else don't mean it got to happen to you. Get turned, burn your pizza, but at least know what the fuck life is about. Please. These motherfuckers crashing out. Bad.
Nah, for real though. It's low key trendy.
Who you got? Our esteemed guest, you.
Oh, it's my turn. Oh. Thought I was going last. I got some lyrics. What that nigga say? That nigga said, I heard you never claimed the hood. I heard the hood claimed you. That can't sit well. Oh, well, ship sailed. And that's, you know who said that?
Damn, I do know that song. When you tell me I'm gonna be hot.
I want to say Drake, but I don't know. I don't think it's Drake. Is it Kendrick? Wait. I do know that lyric, but no.
I can't put
This
a
nigga
voice
trying
on
to
it.
reconstruct the verse.
I can't put a voice. Damn, I do know that song though. Who is it?
It's Drake. It's from Grammys. And the lesson is Drake was never a part of the culture, okay? This nigga was on a song with Future talking about you never claimed the hood, but the hood claimed you and said that couldn't sit well. Why wouldn't that sit well? Why wouldn't the hood claiming you sit well? Why wouldn't that sit well with you?
Maybe he's not talking about his hood. I don't know.
No, he is talking about his hood. He talking about the hoods that he knows. Because in Drake's world, having the hood claim you, a hood that you don't claim, is a bad thing. Because he not from the hood. He ain't been there. You don't know how that works. You don't understand. And that's the lesson. He's never been a part of the culture. He's a fucking colonizer.
I want a pitchfork I can carry around in my pocket.
Yeah, I don't know. I
can
love
take
Drake.
it out.
So
I love some
I
of Drake's
I
music, for sure.
disagree with the whole colonizer shit, but that's a conversation for another day. My lyric is, I heard motherfuckers saying they made hoe say, okay, so make another hoe. Niggas wasn't playing their day role, so we parted ways like Ben and J-Lo. Shoulda been did it, but I been in the days though. I ain't gonna.
Oh,
I'll cut the rest.
I'm still going with you.
I know that's my shit though, but
That's one of my favorite Jay-Z songs.
I just think the lesson behind that is like people can't really. It's gonna like as you get older and as you get like more successful or like more love from people, it's gonna be people that say like, yeah, like I contributed to that, or you know I did this or I did that, which I mean it's fine, right? But like if you were such a big contribution to who I am, because I am who I am, you are who you are, you know what I'm saying? Like if you can make me, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and make another one. Like that's fine.
Right.
Cause like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna be me. So that's kind of the lesson I got from it.
And if you making niggas, why you telling niggas you made me? Make another one. Why you still running around talking
Yeah,
about
why
what I
you
got
worried about
going?
me? Yeah, that's a good one.
Nah, for sure. For sure. That's a great song. I like that song. I don't love Chrisette Michelle, though.
Lord.
I don't even want to talk about, we had quite the Chrisette Michelle episode.
We did.
Whatever.
And I wonder, like, I saw a clip of her and Bobby Valentino singing. He sounded a mess. But
Wow. Damn.
I'm like, they was like all up on each other. I'm like, are they dating? I ain't seen enough since though, but that was crazy to me and random.
Birds of a feather.
When you said that, I just thought about the verses when Jeremiah and Omarion was on stage and Mario was in the back and he was like, "You niggas sound crazy." That was so chaotic.
Yeah.
And Bobby Valentino was there because they performed as RSVP.
There you go. I was like, didn't these niggas make a group or some shit? Like,
Yeah.
was it Bobby Valentino running around with
You
some
niggas
niggas?
sound crazy.
Oh,
Mario was real though because he begged Jeremiah not to sing before he did it. He was like, "Yo, it's me. Please don't do this." And Jeremiah was like, "If we."
Oh, because
Shout
I
out to
feel like I
Jeremiah.
just seen Jeremiah somewhere live recently.
He was fussing with Party Next Door.
What? Oh my goodness.
Party Next Door threatened, who was it? Jeremiah, Chris Brown,
Yeah.
and one other person. Because they put his ex-girlfriend in the music video.
Yeah, who's the other person? Bryson Tiller.
Dang.
Oh, the wait a minute joint. Oh, whatever it's
Oh,
called.
wait on it.
Wait on him. Yeah. That's wild. Watch that video. Who was his
Hell if I know. I didn't see the video. I don't know the song.
party
I
at the
just
party
know-
playing with his nose now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He not
ended up
beating the allegations.
apologizing after that too.
Yeah, he not beating allegations.
It's
He
too
definitely
late.
Well,
party
actually,
playing with
because
his nose.
Brown had said something like, "Nigga, you a bitch."
I say what else
He
did Chris
said,
Brown
nah,
say, bro?
He was just like, "You calling around trying to apologize? Nah, nigga, apologize online. Like, you know what I'm saying? The same way you disrespected or whatever." And then basically Party was like, "You know I love y'all." That's not what he said, but he was like, I don't want no problem. I was tripping.
Party playing.
I'm anti-Party Next Door. I'm not even going to get into that.
What?
I'm going to leave that alone.
Lord, this whole episode
You never
is
took
crazy
a break from
'cause-
Toronto?
Party Next Door pissed me off when he did that shit to Kaylani when I was in college. And you don't get twice with me. I don't like childish games.
Doesn't make sense now.
Yeah, shame on you.
Shit is getting out of hand. Shit is getting intense now.
And now you done, cussed out Jeremiah and Bryson Tiller. What the hell did Bryson Tiller do to you?
What Bryson Tiller do to anybody, bro? He just
Yeah,
be
he
in the
be
cut.
chilling, yeah.
He shouldn't have got on that song with Chris Brown and Jeremiah, though. I ain't gonna lie. That
I mean,
one
he
like
done
that,
wrote for Chris. It's a song called Proof. You ever heard it?
Nah.
He
I go.
I'm not about to sing it.
Well, I thought you were going to tell me, like, the words.
I'm trying to think. What is the words? I can't even think of them off the top of
Because
my
I
head,
was
but
like,
it's
I
just-
know that song. And then I realized what was playing in my head was Jussie Smollett from the first season of Empire, where he was like, "Tell the truth."
Oh, yeah, no.
And I was like, that is not that song.
Nah, I'm trying to think, but nah, it don't go like that. But
It's called Proof.
it's, yeah.
And it's by Bryson Tiller. So I figure it's either about evidence of him cheating or him proving that he in love.
Yeah,
gotta be one of the two.
proving that, the girl is the one and he ain't out here with no other bitches, shit like that.
I think my favorite Bryson Tiller song is "Sorry Not Sorry."
Oh, wait.
That whole album,
Yeah, Trap Soul is one of them ones, for sure.
Something about "Sorry Not Sorry." Close second is "Run Me Dry," but "Sorry Not Sorry" is my favorite Bryson Tiller song.
That, young Tiller, young nigga, your friends bad too, then bring them all with you.
man.
Girl, if you don't get the fuck from me.
Spotify really did run me dry, like they ran that shit dry.
Apple Music's doing it to me too, and every time I'm like, I think she loves me.
I
Because I got the check on me.
I think I had to put like, okay, I don't want to hear this song anymore. Like y'all really
Hey, yo.
dragging it. Like it's 2024 now. Like
I don't
please.
care what happens. And they really run me dry.
Bryson Tiller do got some hits on him too, though.
He really do. And he just, he chilled for a while.
What's up with him and them big ass hats?
He wearing big hats?
Yeah, what's up with him and them big ass hats? You seen the video?
Does
He had
Chow
that
have a
big
music
ass-
video?
That big ass Scully on. That shit look like
I
a
ain't see
quadruple
it.
XL. That shit look like it's this thick.
He got a good Christmas carol with his baby.
A word.
Him and Halo singing Walking in the Winter Wonderland. That's good. And I was like, Halo big enough to sing now. Ain't that something?
That is crazy.
Shout out to Bryson Tiller.
Speaking of kids, I have Let Me Stay Focused, which is our topic of the week. So for context, you've heard our most recent episode. I've been talking about Queen Key a lot. And it was made apparent to me when I was saying basically that, like, I was in college when Queen Key was saying, meanwhile, I'm turned as fuck. And that was a time. The commenters made sure to make me aware that I'm an old bitch.
Ooh.
Right? They were like, college?
College.
I was in middle school.
Oh, wait.
Hey yo,
And I felt the need to tell them, let me tell you something.
whippersnapper.
When
Tell
I
you
was in
something.
middle school, when I was a kid, I was a damn kid. I couldn't listen to no Queen Key and all this,
Okay. Peppa Pig.
which resulted in me then being told the song is not that bad and being called a dumb hoe.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
why they trying to fight in your comments?
I don't know, but I did explain that I was like notorious for when I was a kid. I was a kid. Like even in high school, I had to defend me being a mindless behavior fan. I'm like, I'm the same age as the people in the group.
Right.
So what was made apparent to me is that people were not kids when they was kids. They made me aware that they were singing Queen Key in the hallway at the school, listening to it. And so my initial question before I go into some of the stuff I have here is kind of twofold. So like I was using, when I was a kid, and I stayed in a child's place interchangeably. So do y'all feel like when you were a kid, y'all were kids? / like, what do you think a child's place is?
I would say I was definitely a kid, but a child's place was like not doing what adults do. It wasn't necessarily not being around what adults got going on. It's just you don't do that shit.
Yeah.
Same for you?
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
I was like, I knew if I looked at my mom too long when she was talking to other adults, like, get out my mouth. We're not discussing stuff for kids. So I tried to figure out who sent all of these drill rap ass kids into my comments. And I stumbled across some actual information that has been comprised into some articles. And LA Times says millennials gave birth to Generation Alpha. Why are these kids already doomed?
Okay.
So I tried to figure out if this was like if I was the minority, everybody else didn't get to be kids when they were kids. There wasn't shit that they weren't allowed to watch or do. Or if kids currently are actually just engaging in more adult content in media than before. So, according to the LA Times, born roughly between 2010 and the end of 2024, Gen Alpha is the demographic successor to Gen Z. And these are millennial kids, a majority of them. The oldest Gen Z millennials just hit the median age of first birth in the US, while the youngest Gen Xers are still several years from menopause. But millennial parents have defined this genre, and it begins with the sad beige baby. This aggressively oatmeal aesthetic has dominated infant care since around Gen Alpha's midpoint in 2017, desaturating high chairs, play gyms, and diaper pails from electric green to subtle sage, and even Fisher-Price has toned down its color palette in response to the market demand for more muted, less gendered clothes, toys, and gear. When it comes to school-aged alpha children, the concern has been focused on the much maligned iPad kid. A child who cannot sit through a restaurant meal or a brief ride on public transit without mainlinging, I don't know what that word means, YouTube from a tablet in a plastic case.
Oh, mainlining.
Mainlining.
If I'm not mistaken, that's like straight to the vein. Like,
Woo!
yeah. Well, that's the allegory, I guess, analogy, whatever
The
them things
stigma
is.
is not to have our kids on the screen all the time, but I probably check my phone just as often, says Christian, 39, whose 8-year-old son, Kaven, is a YouTube star with 500,000 Gen Alpha followers. As long as he keeps his grades up, I let him do what he wants. Most of the time, he chooses to jump on the iPad. So, how do y'all feel about the kids right now? What are you seeing from them?
They cook. For real, brain cells is.
Is that they fried?
I mean, not obviously not all, but a lot of kids like they do just be on their iPads and shit from like an early age, and it's crazy because like when we were kids, we had actual like toys. I mean, like they be having toys, but like that's not their go-to. It's the iPad.
Yeah.
Most of the time. I don't know, man. It's weird. Cause I feel like growing up, I feel like we kind of are the last generation to get all sides of it. Like
Go outside.
Yeah,
and
like
all that.
pre-digital age. We kind of like was right there before, and then we basically grew up with technology. But we had limited access to it.
Yeah, I think we had to share. I was talking about this with the people I was around when I made the comment about Queen Key, which is that, yes, I had an iPod, right? But in order to get music onto this iPod, I had to bring it to my mom and say, like, here's a list of songs. I don't know how the hell iTunes is working, bud. I just know I want to hear my music off this thing. Please help me. And so I had to ask my mother about the music that was going on to this iPod. And if I had put like Kaya, My Neck, My Back, I don't think she would have put it on there.
Well, see, and that's the thing, because with me, on the other hand, I've always been into tech, right? My parents, they never, like, my mom, even still to this day, she don't be on, like, she'll be on her phone, like, doing some coloring thing, but, like, she don't, be on social media and stuff like that. Like, she don't really know what's going on with technology. Like, I was downloading my own shit, and I was listening to probably, I mean, I don't know if she would care, like, certain things, because, I mean, I'm more of an R&B person anyway. So I wasn't really listening to raunchy shit, but, like, certain stuff, like, that song by Lil' Kim or the song by Trina, like, those type of songs, like, I would listen to them. And, like, obviously my mom wouldn't know I was listening to them, so.
But even that shows the level of, like, I know that because I'm a child, I would not
shouldn't
be allowed to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I have people who I'm assuming they're saying they're in, like, they're starting college now or they're in college now, who at the time were listening to this and they're explaining to me it's not that bad. Not I snuck and did it. Not like I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing it, but that their argument is essentially, why is this not appropriate for middle schoolers?
Yeah.
Right.
The song in question was my lyric and lesson.
It's like eventually kids just not even gonna be kids no more. Like they gonna turn 1 and have to get a job. Like,
Hey, yo, relax.
Bring back the
for
mind.
real, like, hey, you got responsibilities since you want to act grown. As soon as you know what I'm saying, lift that head up, like.
Nah, chill. When that neck stop being loose,
Right.
Chaz the Wendy's, man. Made them double stacks.
What I thought was most interesting about this is that the generation who, by all other generations' standards, even the one directly before them, are insufferable, is like our fault.
But
Like ourselves and our peers, meaning
I don't
rather.
think the young niggas is cooked. I think them young niggas is smarter than any of us could even like fathom. I don't even think we understand where the fuck they at right now. Cause to both y'all point and our ages or whatever the fuck, to date us, when we was getting the digital age, like we grew up with it, but we grew up with it like during our formative years. These niggas grew up with it, like it
In
was
their
there,
hand, like,
yeah,
literally, like
from a baby, like they know how to
Yeah.
do all of that. And granted, as children, they're going through they just taking in all kinds of information. I think that they are being exposed to adult media mad early, but also I think that it shines a light on not only what it is like the kids is taking in, but what it is that we deem is like acceptable shit. Cause if you doing something that you feel like kids shouldn't be a part of, and not to say that there should be like, oh, if adults can do it, kids can do it. There's going to be things that kids can't do that adults, so on and so forth. But more so, if you can listen to Trina and you can walk around and have that shit in your head and you can listen to it with your friends and y'all can have fun and y'all can separate that from, why wouldn't a child be able to also do that? Or at the very least, get that information. Like what makes this such a taboo that a child can't, like, when I was a kid, I knew I was a kid. I got to be a kid, but I also, nigga, my uncle was a No Limit fan, gang. My uncle had every fucking, look, man, the No Limit CDs, they came in these colored cases and they was plastic and they had the holographic covers. And if you opened it, it didn't have a whole booklet on the inside. It had a poster. And if you took the poster out and opened it, it just had all of the images of all of the new No Limit albums that was coming out or was already out. And I would look at that shit and then I would look at my uncle's CD case and I would just like match them. Like, okay, we got Cain and Abel, we got Silk the Shocker, we got C Murder. Okay, we got all the masterpieces. Like, I'm looking. Oh, we don't got Mia X, but I also knew like I'm not No Limit. Like
I agree with everything you said.
Drew a solid line between that shit. Like, you can listen to this shit, you could, but you, nigga.
I agree with everything you just said, but you just described Gen Z.
Oh, but Gen Alpha, wait.
Gen
I feel like
Alpha
my
is
daughter-
them kids now.
Wait, the kids.
Gen Z. So, like, technically, I'm born in 96,
Right.
not to date myself. I'm actually considered, like, a subsect. It's actually called, like, a sub-generation, which is called Zillennials. So, like, I have a lot of shared experience with people who are on the tail end of millennials, but I also identify a lot with the older
Right.
generation of Gen Z. We're talking about the kids under that.
See, now that's like my son. Would it not be?
When was he?
Or my daughter. My son was born in 2009. My daughter was born in 2016.
Gen Alpha starts 2010.
2010. All right, so look. Also, look, because to my point, my daughter be watching all kinds of shit on the internet, and like, she'll say things and do things because she's seen it. And if I explain to her, like, if I say you can't say that, she'll say why. And if I say you can't say that because it's not appropriate for a child or children aren't supposed to be doing this, that's for teenagers, she'll be like, oh, okay, like, and get it and understand it.
Do you feel like the majority of our peers are parenting in that same way?
Hell nah. I don't even got to think about that. I know that.
So, Gen Z influencer, DUTTA, I don't know how to pronounce that, says, when I'm hanging out with kids now, they have so much energy. They're so well informed. They have all of this information at their fingertips. That information translates to influence with busy and relatively permissive millennial parents. Kids now increasingly determine what their families buy, where they vacation, and even what they watch on TV. However, illiteracy is among the most frequent and damning critiques leveled against Gen Alpha online. It is also empirically true of a demographic whose median age is 6.5. In California, children are expected to be able to read around December of first grade, meaning a majority of alphas should have been literate by New Year's Day. Yet thousands are still struggling, making reading among the starkest reminders of a pandemic where most teens and adults are ready to move past the pandemic. So not only are these children being led by parents who, I can at least say for my peer group, we have a lot of folks who don't want to miss out on stuff.
Yeah.
And so they convince themselves that this is an appropriate environment for a child. or an appropriate thing to do around a child.
Right.
Right. So I had a thought when you initially said, like, what's a child's place? I feel like a child's place has to be an environment where you make it childlike. Mm-hmm. Like, they have to be able to be children. You can't be, like, in the room smoking and then be like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you can, obviously, like, go be in your room, be in a child's place or whatever, but, like, the child shouldn't even be able to access you in that moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, they shouldn't even be like being exposed. You know what I'm saying, in that way.
Yeah.
If that's how you're gonna carry it, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I just feel like you kind of are. You're not really a product of your environment, but in a way, like, I do feel like it goes back to parenting. Like, it's just what kind of parent do you have? And a lot of these parents are like you said, they be on their phones all the time. You know, they not really present. They scrolling social media. And it's just like, of course your child is seeing that.
Yeah. So they're exposed to not only adult behaviors, but like adult media, because there is no kids Instagram, right? It's like the same Instagram everybody else is on. And people still think it's okay to make accounts, not only necessarily for their children, but let their children have accounts, which to me, you're not even supposed to be up there unless you're 13.
Exactly. And that's what I was about to say before. Like, when social media was like new and fresh still, like, younger kids didn't have phones. They didn't have iPads and shit to just, you had to be like special. You know? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to.
Or it was like one iPad and you all had to share it.
Or you had to get on the computer at school or somebody's house, or you know what I'm saying? Like, so now everybody has a phone, and it's like literally, like you said, it's no kids version. It's a kids version, like, I think YouTube, but that's not. Yeah, people say that's iffy. So it's just like there's no safe space for them, really.
No. And according to WKYC Cleveland, kids are being exposed to more information they might not be ready for, and it's affecting more than just their behaviors. Because they're exposed to things that they don't have any control over, they then try to behave in more mature ways, which is really putting on maturity like a costume. It's not true maturity, it's pretend maturity. And so it's the way that they dress, and it's the way that they can carry themselves. It's the language that they use. And this can increase and lead to increased anxiety or even depression in kids and teens, which is something we've seen with the rise of social media. It's smart for parents to limit exposure to content on social media, but also realize it's hard to completely shelter them. But if you can't get away from the information, then you have to be ready to talk about the information, and you have to be ready to answer questions. And I think that, interestingly enough, that is where, for a lot of these parents, stay in a child's place comes from. Like, you miss the opportunity to not let them be in adult spaces online. You miss the conversations they're having. You're missing what people are saying to them. You're missing the content. Then they come to talk to you about it. And that's when the kid gets stay in a child's place.
And hearing what y'all saying, I think I don't hear nothing wrong with what y'all saying. I think that, but I think a piece that's missing is, and even in this conversation, is how active the parents are even able to be. Because I think, to your point, there are things that children shouldn't be exposed to at all. And to your point, there should be spaces where a child should be a child, and there should be no adult. And also, like, the world exists. You can't. Remember, Drake was hiding his kid from hiding his kid from the world. He was hiding the world from his kid. You can't hide the, you know. If I know, for me, I grew up, I didn't smoke weed for the first time till I was like 18, 19 years old. And I didn't like start regularly smoking weed till I was like 21, 22 type shit. But that's because I grew up with motherfuckers who smoked and told me this not for you. This will fuck you up. You kids not supposed to do this. This will fuck your brain up. So I knew, even when I wasn't with them, like, I'm not going to smoke weed, not because I can't, but because if I want to be smart, like, I'm smart. These niggas got me in these classes and I'm passing on my, you know, I want to stay away from weed. And I feel like that's one of the things that's, especially right now at this point in time, that's absolutely missing from kids' lives. they can't have active parents. Like, how can a parent be active?
Yeah.
Because niggas,
The wage ain't
I about to
going
say the
up.
wage
People
ain't
at
there.
work.
Nigga, you go to work, you could go to work and get a literal crippling disease.
And I also think that social media has really convinced people that they're missing out.
Yeah, and that too. I think, as the article's pointing out, when they in these adult spaces online, they are being exposed to this information and they have it, but then they putting it on like a suit. Like I said, my daughter I got a boyfriend at school. What boyfriend you got at school?
Right, like what does that mean?
Yeah,
There
what
is
does
no
that mean?
like depth under it.
You see what I'm saying? But being being that as a parent and being able to even discuss and engage in such a way is not something, not even that most people are able to do, but some people don't even want to do. To your point about you stay in a child's place, once I see you trying to go out the house with some coochie cutters on, like you can't go outside like that. Stop trying to be grown. But they wasn't trying to be grown. They was being exposed to a lot of what happens in the world, and also, you know what I mean. Let's not act like niggas. They be, as you said, the parenting come first. They learn from their parents. Like, a lot of children will see things online and want to copy the things they see online, but I feel they would be much more likely to copy the things that they also see in their real life and online. So if they look online, they see Shorty dressing like Jada Waiter. Shout out to Jada Waiter, holla at me. If they see Shorty dressing like Jada Waiter, they might be like, oh, that look cool. But if they see their mom just like that, like every other week or whatever the case may be, then they'll be like, oh, I can do that. Or even not their mom. They could see the neighbor across the street.
Or somebody that they look up to.
Or
like,
even these baby outfit, the baby outfit like Instagrams.
Oh, yeah.
It's never like what happened to Carter's?
Right.
What the fuck happened to Carter?
To
Like
the white
it's giving
shoes,
Fashion
what
Nova
happened to the-
baby.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Super wild. Super duper wild. Babies really running around in bodysuits.
It's insane. So I think that the argument could also be that like a child's place is disappearing, almost like the middle class.
Yeah.
Just like because I already firmly believed that when I was growing up, tweens was a thing.
Yeah.
Like when you were 11 and 12, oh, I'm in limited to then justice for some of the younger folks.
Bro, they
I'm
made
in
a
limited
whole
to, you know what I'm saying?
block of
That was a
programming for
whole
tweens.
demographic.
Lizzie McGuire, Victoria, all of that. That's
There
the tweens.
is no more tweens. It's you're a kid and then you're a teenager and then you're an adult. And I think that sooner it's going to be you're a kid then you're an adult.
That's what I'm saying. You
And you got to go get your lunchbox.
non-slips. No slippers.
Them all black joints
The
out the book.
clogs.
They're gonna start making them shits in kids' sizes.
Yo, did y'all see? I'm sure y'all had to hear about when I think it was like a meat packing place, a manufacturing place. They had like 7 kids working there, some wild shit like
And
that.
you know, as you was saying this, I'm thinking like kids actually used to work in factories and shit. Like that was a thing
In real life.
So if whatever, like literally, like history is like repeating itself, because I don't know if that was before or after the Great Depression. I don't
might have
know.
been
But yeah,
overlap.
like
Triangle shirtwaist
right,
factory.
because they had to go work in the factories because
That's all I
niggas
got.
was poor as fuck. I just feel like the way shit is going right now.
Or the factory is YouTube. The factory is Instagram. The
Yeah.
factory is TikTok.
So
they're
they're
using
not gonna
their
be,
kids
like,
to
working
make
it-
this money.
Right, they're not gonna be like going to work in factories and shit, but the kids are the product now. Like this is who people are trying to reach for real.
I
because-
feel like we need to write that down. That needs to be its own episode. We need to figure out like the kids are the product now, and how do we get y'all to stop?
Did y'all ever heard that saying? If you on the site and they not selling you a product, that you the product.
You are the product. Yeah.
yeah, it's basically social media. That's what they're saying. Like we are, like they take our data. You know what I'm saying?
We
Like
post pictures. People come to our pictures and like our stuff and stay on that app and go through their advertisements because we posting pictures up there. So that's that's advertising dollars for them.
Yeah.
I ain't been on Instagram in like 3 years, so I don't know what it look like now. But I know
It's a bunch of stuff you ain't even asked to
when
see.
I left, I remember the For You page was on my timeline. I scroll down and I see 2 people I know, and then I see ad, clothing brand, ad, Fashion Nova, people I know.
And the people you know is from 6 days ago.
You dig what I'm saying?
You talking about happy birthday. Their birthday was last month.
Niggas like, thank you for the late birthday wish. Late?
Belated.
Why was this the first shit on my thing if it's from 2 weeks ago?
You know what? Yeah, we need to jot that down.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah, because that's like I feel like that needs to be dissected because y'all are not finna. You know what? Whatever. Anyways, bring back the tween. Know what a child's place is as a parent, and don't put your needs or wants or desires over what is appropriate for your child. Agreed. Because the only way kids know what a kid's place is by you telling them initially. And also, it's like a one-off statement, and I feel like we are running over on time. But if you don't teach a child what is and isn't appropriate for children, they are not going to know when someone is doing something that is for adults around or to them. So,
I think
That's
you said,
true.
Shay, you was like, to your point, you gotta create a child space like that has to be made. Like that, a safe space for children is not spontaneous.
Like
they don't just occur.
As a parent,
like they don't just come. Like once you have kids, they end up in kids. That's not how it goes. You got to actually create that space. You got to facilitate a space where it's safe for them because the world is the world, and they just in it now.
Yeah, like my mom, this is my last point, but my mom used to say, like, just worry about being a kid. Like, don't, if I was trying to do something that was like, I shouldn't be doing, or that I'm like trying to grow up faster than what I needed to do, she just be like, you just worry about going to school and being a kid. Like, that's all you got to worry about. And I feel like that's the approach that, a lot of parents maybe should have.
Yeah.
But I was exposed to some shit though, so like, you know what I'm saying?
And Trina and Kyle was running around. We heard them, dog. They was on the radio and shit.
But you knew you were breaking the rules when you were doing that, and I think that like now the kids don't have the concept of the rule.
Also,
yeah, they like fuck rules.
Also, we did have a lot of censored media. Like I don't think
the FCC was on people.
Yeah, like the radio is still censored and TV is still, but TV and radio are completely different things now. Like now the radio is OVO sound on Apple Music. It's uncut. It's uncensored. You know what I'm saying? It's SoundCloud. It's that. TV is YouTube. It's Netflix. It's Hulu. Like
right. None of this shit is censored.
You see what I'm saying?
And most of the kids be knowing how to get into their parental controls and shit. So.
Let me tell y'all about YouTube Kids real quick. So you make a YouTube Kids account for your child. You got to have a YouTube account. And then you got to have a YouTube account to be over the kids account. My daughter figured out how to get from her YouTube Kids account onto my YouTube account. Nigga, I would be on my YouTube and I'd be scrolling and I'd be like, "What? Who the fuck is Annabelle 672 Toys? What the fuck is this?" And I got 150 million likes in my goddamn history, where she just been going through the shorts like an strawberry short, all kinds of nonsense, bro. Just nonsense. Like the back doors are there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even close them in a way that kids can't get through because they be knowing.
They know how to get through that shit.
Listen.
That was a good topic.
And you have to select when you post your video. It says, "Is this video for kids?" That's how it gets on YouTube. I always click no, but you don't know what everybody else is doing. So that's my topic. Thank y'all for indulging me after being called an old bitch.
Y'all got to be cool in them comments, gang. Right?
They never gonna.
Y'all got to really chill out.
Yeah, they be tripping.
They teenagers and they footloose and they fancy free.
Look.
And they grew up with no community guidelines.
But teenagers always are like that though. Like nobody likes teenagers for real.
And it's so wild because teenagers just be lost and confused. They be like, "Why you hate me so much?"
They be needing guidance. Like I think it's like.
But also, teenagers are fart on you. So.
Yeah, I'm glad about the the malls done because I'm glad I got to run in the mall and not be the person trying to buy something when the teenagers are out.
Or getting shot at because.
Listen,
because they go down in that mall.
They had to hire B. Simone in the H&M. What's the advice from Umar?
I'm fucking weak. Advice from Umar.
Oh, dear.
Hold on.
Trip, it's time for me to go to bed. I don't see no brown. I don't see no butter almond. I don't see no butter pecan. I don't see no caramel, no fudge, no cinnamon, no sweet brown sugar, no pistachio, no warm peanut butter. I don't see, all I see is bunnies. New Orleans. You ain't got to worry about me staying focused. I'm staying focused.
Hey. Send me that clip. We going next season. That's gonna be instead of "But let me stay focused."
Yeah.
You ain't gotta worry about me staying focused. I'm staying focused. Or make
Okay.
that part of the outro.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, if you ain't brown, I don't see you. That's the advice. Like,
And we appreciate that.
that's it.
We appreciate that.
Shout out to every nigga out there. We love you. You a star.
Watashi
Stop.
Shout out to Meg.
Shout out to Meg. I watched her on Family Feud episode today. It
was
was
on Family
good.
You know what I didn't like?
Yes.
Oh my god. Yeah, we should
on Hulu.
We should have had you on here for 2 episodes. They asked like name something your significant other would do to your feet.
Oh yeah.
That was one of the questions.
And who said suck toes first? Like,
But they asked that to Megan Thee Stallion, who has been
I didn't
like
even-
shot in the foot by an
dang.
intimate partner.
Yeah, that was problematic. I didn't even think
Was
about
it
that.
Steven? Was it Steven LaRon Harvey?
Who else was it gonna be?
I got smoke for you too, nigga. I'm on your motherfucking heels, boy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna smack your mustache off.
He
Wait.
should have told them that's
You
not
can't
good.
pin down Steve Harvey.
I ain't
like,
trying to pin down Steve
everybody's been on his head. He's always doing something. And then when you see him, you're like, it's Steve Harvey.
He be chilling, but no, he probably do.
Remember when he messed up Miss Universe or some shit?
Boy, I will smack that milk dud. All right.
Sure, he did.
I am not one of them. Ain't no boy.
I like that he's like tricked the grandmas and the aunties into being like, I'm an upstanding man of God. It's just his tone of voice.
I appreciate the fact that this nigga still think he like a model at 77 years old and he just don't give a fuck. He will put on his motherfucking Sunday best hat with his bright yellow blazer with his purple ass slacks and he will stand up with a cane and I
Scared of
respect
him.
that.
Yeah.
I respect that. I don't fuck with it, but I respect it.
He can't come here because there's no cues allowed, but we love you sometimes, Steve Harvey.
You a nigga, so you a star, bro.
All them women you tricked with that
It's
book.
smoke. It's big smoke. Especially for that think like a what?
And then he got the movie. You know what? You can't. He has never been like declared like an expert in anything,
Except
and
divorce.
he just asserts himself as the expert, and
Except
nobody
divorce.
questions
And
it.
literally nobody questioned it.
Good for you know what?
He's a master of divorce.
He's a prophet. He's an author. He's a
TV show
a
host,
Yeah.
visionary divorcee.
radio show host as well.
a comedian.
He had a sitcom.
Get some hair plugs, nigga.
He's a preacher. I think he's like an ambassador for the Bald Niggas Union, so he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
Slander. Nothing but.
Got him a wife and is living the dream.
And why when he talk, he don't move his upper lip?
He was the credit card in the Proud Family. We're not going to do Steve
Oh,
Harvey.
yeah. He definitely was.
They put the mustache on the credit card.
Shout out to Kyla Pratt.
Always.
Arnaz
And
J.
Kyla Pratt Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Kyla Pratt Jr.
Her twin.
Listen, okay. Thank you for joining us. Tell the people if you want them to find you, where they can find you.
You can't find me. I'm low, okay? The island right here is remote, okay? I'll be on nothing, but you could go on Instagram and you can look at a memorial page for all of the creative works that I've done. And if you know my number, you could hit my phone and we might could do something. But Will Not For Sale, WYLLNOTSALE. And you can also find me, you know what I'm saying, with niggas is getting active and making the people free. That's where I be at all
Is
the
it
time.
the number 4 or the word 4?
FOR, 4. Will is not for sale. Cannot afford me. It's not a big enough number game.
I love that. We always have really good episodes when you come.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to start thinking about like maybe setting up like a 2-part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come and do it. Y'all my niggas, I fucks with y'all. Fucks with y'all the long way. I appreciate y'all always having me. Always having some nice, thoughtful conversation. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate it.
Listen, thank
Thank
you
you.
so much for coming.
Bow Wow, be cool in them comments, nigga. I'm not playing. Shout out to you being top 5, but I'll fuck you up, gang.
I wouldn't confront Bow in person. I would be like, oh my God, it's Bow.
Oh, wait.
Have you seen?
I only talk on the internet. I love you. This has been another episode of Let Me Stay Focused, the podcast. Do not be a hating ass bitch during the break. Watch your kids. The news doesn't even say it's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are anymore? Have we thought about that? The news used to say, that's how the 10 o'clock news used to start.
Oh, wait.
What time is it right now? Where the fuck are your kids at?
Ma'am. Sir.
You talking about guava, oxtail pizza, bitch. Where are your kids?
That's when the community cared about. See, this.
You niggas standing in a circle outside of the tire shop with a bottle of Hennessy. Where the
Whoa,
fuck are your kids?
Whoa. What Henny got to do with this? Why you dragging?
Why is it at the tire shop? Who brought that here?
This not
Y'all,
about
none
you,
of you got a car.
It's not about
What are you
Hennessy.
doing here?
We love you, Hennessy. And I'm talking about Cardi B's sister
I
and a
love
drink.
tequila.
Shouts to y'all.
Shout out to them.
These niggas is up to no good.
No shout out to Bel Khalees. Leave that nigga. Stop going back to that nigga. Stop.
The kid's so damn
Maybe
cute,
you put
though.
out a good single. Free yourself.
Like what? Hey. I was a fan. Okay, we will see you in the next episode. Do not be a hating ass bitch. Check on your kids. If they have a phone, return it. Get a singular Firefly where you put the phone numbers in there and they can only call those people specifically. And we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Peace.
Another episode of Let Me Stay Focused. Don't be a hating ass bitch during the break.
Peace.
Bye.